Hi everyone! Are you ready to hear how to make your application better and more successful towards scholarship? You are on the right place. Hi everyone, I am Lenka and today I'm gonna tell you the 10 best tips on how to make your application better and how to higher chances of you winning scholarship. I have helped over 1,000 students to get a scholarship, mainly Erasmus Mundus scholarship, but also other scholarships as well, and therefore I can actually smell the good candidate from 100 kilometers away. I'm joking, but I know what makes good application good, what makes a good candidate good, and who is likely to win a scholarship and who is not. So today I want to summarize all the knowledge and experience I have from working with the students over the past years, and I am sure that if you listen to the end, then you will get more clear idea about what the application process is like and what you should do if you want to win this scholarship. If you're here, then I am sure that you really are a good candidate because you already are watching this video and the time is precious, so I don't want to take more time from you. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, like it. It means so much to me. And now let's get into it. So first of all, you really need a time and space and environment to sit down with just pen and paper and to think why you want to win the scholarship, why you want to study master program, why you want to win a scholarship. But like really, don't come up with those vague expressions like I want to study in Europe and I want to save the world and so on. Like you really go deep into yourself, even hire a coach for a couple of hours to really find out what are your core values, what is your vision, and why you want to do this, why you want to study abroad or why you want to get a higher degree and so on. Like those things really come up from yourself. The longer I observe people, the more I am really convinced that from really convincing reasons, value and aspirations, you can write a good motivation letter. If you're convinced what you want to do in 2 years, if you're really convinced that you want to study the specific program, if you're really convinced that you're the perfect candidate, then you are. But you really need to be in alignment, you really need to know, you need to feel, you need to be your future version and you need to embody your future identity. So first and foremost, really sit down and evaluate everything. What have you done in the past, where are you right now, and where you want to go. Second thing is you really need to work for it. If you want scholarship, then obviously you need to put into work a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of energy. People are always asking me so many broad questions which they can actually easily find on the internet, and I can already from these questions spot if they're going to win the scholarship or not. It's wrong to ask questions, but you should be proactive. Whenever it means like reading the website or Googling and searching and asking, but you should be proactive. The third thing which makes application better and which will get you closer to scholarship is being organized. Now we are in October 2023, and now you should be already fully in the process of applying for Erasmus Mundus. Actually, I always say the application starts even before the programs are opened, because you already should be aware of the point, like in number 1, where you want to go. Being organized will help you so much with the time pressure, with the stress. As the deadlines are approaching, we tend to be more stressed and we incline more toward making mistakes and making some errors. So being organized, knowing when you have to submit some specific applications or where you need to write your language certificate and so on will help you so much. The most common question I get regarding any application and scholarship is how to write winning motivation letter, and it's absolutely without doubt the most difficult part, let's say, because it's paper, it's just a piece of document where you need to describe who you are in the best light possible. We often have so much experience and we want to say so much and we want to express our aspirations so much that suddenly we are just paralyzed and we don't know where to start, and we don't know how to actually express how good we are, and we know that we have all the experience in the world which is needed for that program, but still we are just paralyzed and we cannot even write a single word. If you don't know how to start or how to proceed, you can follow some of my previous videos on this channel where I describe into detail how I won my Erasmus Mundus scholarship worth more than 60,000 euro just by following these steps. Really, you don't need anything else than just going through the video and replay it maybe once or twice and just follow the steps. By the way, if you would need help with proofreading or giving you some personal feedback regarding your application, don't hesitate to contact me on Fiverr. You can find me where I am helping students to craft and polish their winning letters. Name your documents in a proper way. Usually when you're going to send the application, depends again on the background of each platform or each program, but usually you need to submit some file which has, let's say, 7, 8 or 10 different files in it. I often see students are so lazy to just like give the smallest details some love and some attention. So what I mean by that, if you're going to submit the document, name them in a proper way. Let's say you put your name and you put what the file is about. So for example, you put the motivation letter, surname, you put your CV and your surname, and you can even order it with the numbers. Usually you will have some guidelines on the program on the website. Take the time, save 10 minutes or 1 hour before you're going to submit the application and see if all the details of all these minor things, actually they're not so minor, they're not so small, if they are in a correct way. If you're going through the interview, then make sure that you are prepared and you're ready to have an interview. Be confident, smile just occasionally, don't be too serious, but don't be also too creepy, let's say. Just be confident and know every single thing about the program. If you're going to have interview, let's say with a British person, try to also research a little bit about the culture which is in the Britain regarding their interview, because culturally wise, we are all different, and this is what I've noticed a lot, that people from Asia interact very differently than people interact in Africa, let's say. And also be punctual, really be punctual, be always ready to join even 5 minutes before the appointment. I mentioned that you should prepare the documents in a proper way, but also make the entire portfolio consistent. Sometimes I see that people tend to go in one direction in their CV and in different direction in their motivation letter, and in interview completely different way as well. Be consistent. Submit the documents which give more and more information from different perspective about you as a person. Don't repeat the information which you have already mentioned in your CV. Motivation letter gives the consortium opportunity to get to know you, but from different way, from your personal way, whereas CV just gives these plain numbers and plain and hard data. So don't repeat the information unless it's absolutely a must. Network with alumni and network with people who already won the scholarship. You don't necessarily need to connect with people who won this specific scholarship for specific program, but just observe people who are such a good candidates that they are worth being awarded some scholarship. You can ask them questions and connect them over the social media. I recommend you LinkedIn. Why I recommend LinkedIn, you can find it in this video. Just get in touch with people who are already where you want to be. Next recommendation, how to get closer to your scholarship, is get professional proofread service. Whenever it's from your professor, whenever it's from someone on the internet, but just get someone who will go and who will read your entire application. You should get proofreading also from, in the initial phase, from your friends or from your peers, but before you're going to submit the application, again, try to contact someone who has the experience with scholarships, so your time and energy and everything you put into work will not be lost. And last but not least, if you want to win a scholarship, apply to multiple programs regarding Erasmus Mundus, you can apply to as many programs as you want, but there are other scholarships as well. For example, Rhodos scholarship or Chevening scholarship, or basically there are so many scholarships all around the world. But really, mathematically, if you're going to apply to more programs, then you're going to hurry your chances. I don't recommend applying to too many programs because then your attention will be just scattered in too many ways, but mathematically, statistically, you will definitely have higher chances if you're going to submit the applications in more programs. And if you're not successful, maybe this year, you can reapply next year or over the next year. And this is also a way for many students I have met. Guys, I'm really happy that you've watched my video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to this channel, maybe send it to your friends who are also applying to some programs. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye!